Hello, dosto. Welcome to the Bollywood Talk Show on IWMBuzz. This is your host Shubhajit back once again with another interesting episode. Now, I have with me the lovely, very good-looking, handsome, charming, talented Dhruv Sehgal over here. Little Things is the name of the project, लेकिन ये जो success है ना, ये success little नहीं है, success बहुत ही ज़्यादा बड़ा है. It's really magnanimous. Thank you so much for delivering this first of all to the audience. सबके behalf में ये एक बड़ा thank you आपको सबसे पहले before we get forward with the interview.
Thank you, yeah. Thank you to the audience for giving us so much love. And
Yeah.
thank you.
What I want to know from your end is that, of course, there have been 4 seasons now. With every season coming one after the other, the anticipation only, increases. सबसे मुश्किल अगर कुछ चीज होता है, especially when you are coming with sequels for a very long time, is to end it when you know that it's a successful franchise. It's a cult in itself, especially among the youth. So what were the emotions like when you knew कि हाँ यार मतलब हो गया अब तो खत्म करना पड़ेगा?
Yeah, on some level, it made sense to end it.
Yeah.
Because in an ideal world, there should have been a break of at least 3 to 4 years
Yes.
between seasons. But I don't think we live in a world where we can afford that kind of time, because
Yes.
I don't know whether it's possible. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
So if that is not possible, then I think it's better to end it when we are still on a high than to
Yes.
drag people down that road of boredom and fatigue. And it's not just them, but it's us also as creators and actors and
Yeah.
writers and
Yeah.
directors.
Yes.
You don't want to feel like that on a set where you're like, "Hey, अरे यार ये क्या हो रहा है अभी?" It's really boring.
बहुत हो गया.
Yeah, and
Yes.
truth be told, because I don't wish to lie, there were a couple of days
Yeah.
where people did feel like that. That it's
Yeah.
it's it's where we felt it's nearing its end. So it was good to
Yeah.
stop it then.
Yeah.
Because you like something and you don't want to hate it.
Yeah. I think that's a very valid point, but of course that is your opinion, and you are, definitely you have the liberty for your own opinion. But did Mithila feel the same way as well? I'm pretty sure you guys have had these kind of constructive discussions when you guys were working. Did Mithila have the same emotions?
Yeah, both of us were very, very similar because we loved the show so much that we didn't want it to kind of make us uh,
Yeah.
feel tired, and we don't want the show
Yeah.
as a human being to feel, almost like a
Yeah.
human being to feel bad that we don't
Yeah.
love it
Yeah.
anymore. So we kind of
Yeah.
shared similar emotions. Yeah.
Yeah. What happens with actors, especially, of course, they do diverse roles, they do different characters, they try to do different things in order to constantly reinvent themselves. ये उनका एक होता है. But once they become a part of a successful franchisee, it's not their fault, but the audience tend to relate them with that project. It's like whenever, I have seen that myself, I think happening in one of the awards when you were there, digital awards, there were people who were calling you Dhruv, little things karke aise. So that's not your only recognition because you have done other work. You will be doing other work in the future. But because Little Things has been such an important part of your life, are you fine with that fact that people still in the future will be resonating, Dhruv Sehgal as actor of Little Things? Are you fine with that?
I mean, of course, I'm fine with it because they say it out of love. But the
Yeah.
other thing, which is what I think is in our favor, and I'm
Yeah.
talking both on our behalf,
Yes.
is that we are still very young. I
Yes.
started the show when I was 27 or 28.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
I was 27.
Yeah.
So I can't let anything at the age of 27 define my entire life, and not
Yes.
necessarily this show. Anything that
Yeah.
I did at that particular age is
Yeah.
too much in the youth, for
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
to. So I mean, I don't expect. I mean, if the world survives global warming, that I'm at the age of 55 and people still call
Yeah.
me Dhruv from Little Things, and if they do,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I'll know that it's out of love. But I know
Yeah.
most people will obviously not say that because you
Yeah.
would have ideally done work which would have outlived
Yeah.
something like Little Things
Yeah.
also.
What's really sweet for both you and Mithila is the fact that, it's not just me saying there are people on social media. आजकल तो memes होते हैं. There are, interesting social media stories, Instagram posts, वगैरह वगैरह, where we see, there are so many real life couples as well who look forward to, Dhruv and Kavya as the ideal couple in whatever ways. They also have their own flaws. They also have their own similarities, which they embrace. But कहीं ना कहीं जाके they look upon them as चलो ठीक है यार ये तो अपना ideal couple है. So,
Hmm.
so do you feel in today's time where love is such a I would say it's a different concept. Aapka definition, might be different from someone else. In today's time and age, when this is the phenomenon, do you think there can be something like an ideal couple?
Yeah, yeah, all the time. I think love is timeless, and I think even when, uh, the world's scariest tsunami is taking over you, the emotion
Yeah,
that you'll feel is that, oh, I love my wife so much and I'll miss her.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I genuinely
yeah,
don't think something as something as core to human
yeah,
evolution and human value, and not just human,
yes,
even in animals and plants, anything.
yeah,
I mean, it's never going to die,
yeah,
and it's independent of the way the world kind of moves, which is nice because
yeah,
it is what saves it. So
yeah.
yeah.
I think that's how I think definitely the world would look forward to functioning. But एक चीज मुझे बताइए, of course you guys have your own personal lives and that's much respected. But a lot of people, a lot of fans have had for the longest of time felt that you guys are together in real life. तो कभी किसी फैन ने जब आप दोनों शायद कभी प्रमोशन पे कर प्रमोशन पे हो या फिर कभी शूट कर रहे हो, some fan might have come up to you both and said something funny, ऐसा कुछ कभी हुआ है?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ है, but
Yeah,
yes, people do kind of confuse that, oh, you guys are together. They did
yeah.
that more during the second season, but I
Ah,
think because of social media,
yeah.
it's very evident that we are not together, and
Yes.
it kind of, so now they don't.
Yeah.
uh,
But पहले के टाइम पे.
पहले of course first second season के time तो होता था, but by the end of second season, third season and fourth season,
Yeah. Yeah.
they don't talk about. Now they've stopped, I mean, because they know that we are not a couple,
Yes.
obviously. So they
Yeah.
look at Dhruv and Kavya as much more as a real couple, you
Yeah.
know because now there is no gossip. You're not
Yeah.
trying to look for something which isn't there. So जो तुम्हारे
Yes.
सामने है वो ये दो characters है. So I think
Absolutely.
that shift of
Yeah.
attention is actually better for the show.
Yeah.
And it's better when you're enjoying the show because you feel
Yeah.
these are the real people.
Yeah. But एक चीज मुझे बताइए, please. I really want to know that of course, people know right now you all have your own individual personal lives, and you deserve that. But एक time पे कहीं ना कहीं जाके, did anything like that ever happen because of maybe these speculations of the fans? Was there any awkwardness ever in the friendship? Because I know you and Mithila are very good friends. तो
No,
कभी कुछ
man.
awkwardness या ऐसा आया?
No, it never ever happened. Also, because the show, when
Yeah.
it started being made, we work with the
Yeah.
same team. Even now, we have the same DOP, we have the same editors, we have the same
Yeah.
person who scores the music.
Yeah.
So it's like, just because we are in front of the camera, people assume that
Yeah.
there is something more to them. But actually,
Yeah.
I spend so much time with my co-writers and with other writers, with the editors, and with the camera
Yeah.
guy who's a great friend, Anil Patankar,
Yeah.
that
Ji.
these things seem very sort of forced and rather artificial to even talk about, because it's
Yeah.
like, it's so odd, no? Because it's almost like saying
Yeah.
that कि यार, जो तुम्हारी बचपन की दोस्त थी, कभी तुम्हारा उसके साथ कुछ हुआ था, it feels very weird because
Yes.
there is so much of friendship, and there's so much of sort of
Yeah.
professional love that it feels weird to even think on those lines. And I can
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
understand when people do. So I'm not saying that
Yeah.
people are thinking wrong, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying from
That's
our
it.
side, yeah, from our side, it's just like कि अरे यार, इसके साथ तो मैं काम करता हूँ, इसके साथ
Yeah.
मैं चाय पीता हूँ, और इसके साथ
Yeah.
मैं खाना खाता हूँ, and मुझे
Yeah.
पता है कि इसके साथ क्या चल रहा है लाइफ में, उसको पता है कि मेरे
Yeah.
साथ क्या चल रहा है लाइफ में. So for us, it's a different zone,
Yeah.
you know.
That should long live your friendship. Of course, you
Thank you.
mentioned that there should be nothing stagnant in life, and of course there should be always progression, and आगे जाके बढ़ना ही चाहिए. But of course, it's been an important part. 4 seasons, long seasons, so much of love. If I had to ask you that, what would be that one thing that you would miss the most about shooting and working in Little Things? What would it be?
Like I said in the previous interview, I would really miss the ease of a set, that you're going to a
Yeah.
set and you don't have any sort of inhibitions, you don't have any sort of ghabrahat, because you know
Yeah.
everyone so well. It's almost
Yeah.
like you're going to play a game of cricket. That's it.
Yeah.
It's, and
Yeah.
while you're doing that, something gets made, you get
Yeah.
paid, it gets a lot of love. But just the fact कि
Yeah.
तुम set पे जा रहे हो, तुम्हें बिल्कुल भी घबराहट नहीं हो रही. I really like that
Yeah.
feeling about
Yeah.
doing things. Yeah.
How sweet is that? Last question, Dhruv, before I let you go, would be that, of course, little things to khatam ho gaya, but Dhruv and Kavya ka jo ye sweet chemistry hai, that is something that people have loved. So, of course, they would want to see Dhruv and Mithila maybe in some other project in the future, kahin na kahin. So, do you see that
Yeah,
happening? If you guys, might look forward to collaborating together again sometime, maybe in the near future, aage jaake?
who knows, man? But we both keep talking about it that it'll be nice to work together. And she
Yeah,
said, it'll be nice if you can write me another show and
yeah.
another film. And yeah, if all the stars are aligned, then of course we'll work together. It'll be
Yeah.
really really exciting.
Super. So सुन लिया आप लोगों ने, this is not the end. Hopefully there are certain things in the future on the cards as well. Thank you so much, Dhruv, for joining us over here.
Thank you,
Wish
Shubhaji.
you all the
Thank you.
best for all your future endeavors. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
God bless.
Thank you.